reason why we wanted to do Tilt is predominantly because it is fun. We wanted to create enthusiasm for dance to a lot of people in one region. I think that's what we've done. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of travels, a lot of young kids, and also professional artists, both regional and national artists that's joined us. One thing that's really important to us is also to just show how much fun dance can be and bring back a little bit why did we start dancing ourselves. I talk for myself, just being able to move my body to music was one of the things that made me want to dance, and also just watching other people do that.
Panta Rei has done project for years where we see what dance can do to people. And this was a good project where we could test different things, but we could also do things we knew had a good response on young people or in the communities we visit. One of the things I think especially is fantastic with the project is that we get to meet the audience before we show a performance and afterwards we show a performance. We get to know them and they get to know us. And when we work with kids and they get an ownership to what they do, they also get an ownership to us. And that opens up a lot of opportunities or possibilities.
I wanted to work with Panta Rei for many, many years. I've been artistic director for the theatre in Østfold for 2 years, and for me it was very natural to contact them when I started. And for more than one reason. I mean, I really like their work. But I also like their approach to audience and audience development.
One really important thing about Tilt for me is just the vastness of the scale of the project. Because there are numerous projects that Tilt consists of. There's a film that goes into cinema that is called Østfold Danser, which is just showing this region dancing. Lots of different people doing many different types of dances. And it's shown as a short film before feature films in cinemas. There are curtain raisers in every town, outdoor performances where young people dance with professional dancers. There is an installation, academy art students involving themselves in every town as well, and many other projects. We've never done that before.
One of the things you really have to do is take the students seriously. So when you come into a school, you have to engage from the first second, and you have to expect that they're actually going to participate. So when we come into a school, we just expect that they will join and they will dance and they will love it. So if we have that expectation when we enter the room and we challenge them, but we also expect them to come with us on this little journey.
I think it's the spontaneous bomb of energy that we come in with is important as a starting point. There is no question from us nor any of the artists that come with the company about this being the most fantastic thing they're ever going to join in. And I think that colors off on everybody that joins in these workshops. And we present them with warm-up, we give them opportunities to create their own movements, we teach them a little bit of simplified rep, and then we put it together as a choreography and then put it on stage, or we show it to other students in some form or another. So there's a viewing of what has been made.
Jeg har danset siden jeg var 3 år, så jeg danset i rundt 11 år nå. Vi lærte en dans som en flashmob, og den lærte vi gikk gjennom den flere ganger, og så delte vi oss inn i grupper og lagde vår egen lille dans da. Det var veldig gøy å jobbe med Rob. Jeg synes han var ganske flink til å danse, og det var gøy å dele inn i grupper og danse våre egne danser da. Lage vår egen.
Jeg synes at dette prosjektet her var så fint, for jeg ble faktisk litt rørt når jeg stod og så på elevene som danset sammen. Mange som ikke hadde hatt noe særlig kontakt før, som faktisk måtte være sammen, og det gikk kjempebra. Og noen som ikke viser seg så ofte fram på skolen ellers, de fikk faktisk vist fram sine både talenter og sine fine væremåter. Det rørte meg litt.
We were creating a new curtain raiser for our premiere in Moss, and they were a different type of class. They were very organised in themselves, so they kind of kept pushing themselves. So come day 2, they were already pre-rehearsing what we'd done on day 1 straight away without kind of being preempted by us. So they were kind of really on the ball. Really, every time you gave a note, they automatically absorbed that and put that into practice. So the students here were really great at listeners. So any minor detail that we kind of picked up on or gave them like a little correction, they were able to implement that straight away. So we were able to move forward very quickly.
I think it was a good idea because I wanted to give them something else than we usually do. Because we have classical ballet, we have jazz, we have modern dance, but not that kind of improvising and different view of teaching with other teachers. It's good for them too. And I think they got a taste of what's waiting for them out there if they want to go higher level dancing. I think it is a good thing because we get a lot of other people who don't dance so much to join and to show them what dance can be, because it can be an expression for so many things.
We wanted to do a performance that could be suitable for different venues and that it could be made outside, inside, and it could be flexible. We wanted to do something new, and we wanted to maybe have something that communicated with young people. And then we knew this fantastic dancer who's a hip-hop dancer, and we thought maybe that could be interesting to make a fusion of how can contemporary dance or dance theater meet hip-hop.
We thought within the Tilt project that it would be really interesting to come to where the audience were just in their natural environment rather than inviting them into the theatre. So shopping centres, marketplaces, parks, and bringing hip-hop together with contemporary dance together in that context was also very important to us, because we knew in those places we would meet a lot of people that had never seen dance before, or that we wanted to trigger in a way, wanting to see more dance, and also maybe see contemporary dance and dance theatre. So how to do that was maybe to come from an angle where they recognize something, and hip-hop is something that most people recognize.
Also, there was another aspect that we wanted to have the students actually enter the performance at the end. So it was like a broader and a wider thought behind the whole thing. So it shouldn't only be something, should be also something that you can link students or younger people to actually enter at the end of the performance.
We've set this kind of base for what we wanted to use in all the different cities. But of course you have to adapt to each city. You will meet new kids, different age groups, different backgrounds, how much they've been dancing, which styles. What we aim for is to always use every people's kind of strength, but also give them some challenges.
Well, I didn't know actually about the project at all. My friend told me, he was like, you dance and I want you to be with a dance group. There's gonna be a performance and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, why not? It's gonna be fun probably. And when I met up with the people, Julie and Jens, I thought it was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing that happened to me. It's fun, it's professional dancers, you learn a lot and gonna have fun.
I think almost every person that walked past would stop and watch before they continued on with what they would normally do on that day or what they had planned doing. And that is a criteria for success for me a little bit, that we could see people wanting to see it and see more. And some people even come up and said, oh, where can we see more? The idea of the dance camp came up from a regional artist in Østfold because there was a need in the region to cross borders between towns. And they wanted the dance community in this region to feel like they are a bigger community, that they're not only left to themselves in a smaller group in one town, but they wanted to show all young people that are engaged in dance already that the dance community of Østfold is actually quite big, and together they can become a strong unit. The dance camp has this driving force to it, that a lot of people feel there are a big force within dance already, but that driving force will bring more people in. Lots of young people from all over the region were invited into a camp that lasted for a day with multitude of dance classes being put on that they all had to go through, and then a showing at the end of the day to let them feel the unity of the group. And it's immediately created a request for this to happen again, and that maybe on a larger scale, that it happens over several days.
And it was fantastic energy, and it was, you could see that they felt this was bigger than being just on a course where you're with your regular friends. Here you actually met a lot of people from your own region, and you saw that there was a lot of enthusiasm, and there was a lot of really nice small dancers from everywhere.
What I hope that the participants of Tilt has taken away with them is enthusiasm and the want to see more dance and engage in dance activities, and also as audience members wanting to seek out more dance. If we've been able to do that, that would be fantastic. And I think from the people we've talked to, that is definitely the result in many people. And some of them were even following up after the most intense period of Tilt has happened. And they're getting continuous classes and they're meeting professional dancers. I think that's really important. And also I think we've recruited more young people to join in dance activities that are organized within their own county. There have been some professional artists that has been joining us in this project and enriching them, or at least hoping that they are left with this feeling of energy to continue, and also maybe have given them some new ideas, some new perspectives on how to continue their own dance activities would be great. And we're hoping that they can maybe take away with them the teaching strategies and the tools that we use to choreograph on young people, or that they just feel that they can actually continue within a region that has an enthusiasm for dance.
I think a lot of people say, if you ask them about dance, one of the first things they say is, oh, I don't understand dance, I don't know anything about it. One of the things we get as a reaction, I think, is that this project opens up understanding dance a little. And I think also that is what parents and young people come up to us and say, that this has meant something to them. And I think that is one of the very, very important things for us. We have a little footprint in the region we are, and that we actually make a little difference. Some students haven't maybe dared trying dance, but now they've tried it and they want to continue. The understanding and the joy of dance that is bigger, and it's very, very important to us that we kind of help people to enter the dance world a little and make them understand and not so afraid of what dance is, to make it more joyful and not so hard to understand and something out there that no, it's not for me, but actually dance is for everybody.